I'm the Helldragon. This is part 5 of my Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure playthrough on the Game Boy Advance. Last time we were at Master Roshi's Island training for the big tournament, and now we're here at the World Tournament Arena. Don't worry, even though this is the World Martial Arts Tournament, it's only going to be 3 fights long. I know that's the last thing you want right now, to fight through a bunch of weaker opponents just to get to the main, more interesting fights. But despite that, these 3 fights are still pretty easy. Even the last one against Jackie Chun is actually not going to be too hard, but it's pretty much a crapshoot depending on whether the AI is smart enough to do a certain thing. We'll get into that later, but right now it's just setting up the story here, giving you an idea that maybe Master Roshi is hiding something. For those of you who've seen the anime, I haven't, but I know what it is. Master Roshi is actually Jackie Chun. I think he was in there, you know, just to test Goku's ability or something. Well, wait, now that I think about it, where'd Krillin go? Wasn't he at the island too? I know he comes up in the second time you come back to this stage, but I don't know why he was there at the first. I don't know. Probably something out of the anime. Alright, now we're gonna fight Goron, this big, stupid, dumb lug that looks like some fat-ass pterodactyl thing. I don't know. I'm pretty much showing off my strategy here. When you play this fighting game mode, pretty much you have to be super aggressive if you want to win. Just run into your opponent, smash the attack button to kill his guard bar, hit him up in the air, knock him down, and then charge up your energy bar. Now, even though I told you earlier that having 2 bars in the 2D game mode isn't a good it's not a good attack, here it's pretty good because it's like a multi-hit attack on your opponent's bar, which can still be pretty helpful, but you'll really want to find the 3rd and 4th upgrades, so you can do like the bigger beam and the bigger beam. And now we're fighting Nam here, and this fight, I don't know what happened during this fight, but I just completely missed with all my shots. I'm not sure what happened, but I still managed to whoop him pretty good, and there's a pretty good finish coming up. But I want to point out a technique that I use here. It's a technique you want to use in every one of these fights, which may be tougher, because even though these fights are easy, there are some of these fighting game mode battles that are going to be pretty tough, like when you fight General Tao or Piccolo. There's a move you want to use here. I missed with that shot. I'm about to do it. See right there, sweep kick. You want to use that sweep kick like all the time, because when you do that, it'll knock off a huge chunk of your opponent's guard bar, and you can just rip them up. Wait for it. About to, bam, bam, bam! Oh yeah! Get ready for the next battle. Well, there isn't going to be a next battle because I totally owned you. Oh well, Nam was here to get water for his village, I think. Yeah, I think that was it. And then he fought an opponent who I think her only attack was flashing her boobs. Not a bad opponent, I'll admit, but in the big run, it's not really going to do anything. And here we are, we're about to fight Master Roshi. I mean Jackie Chun. I don't know how that got out of my mouth. Now, here's the thing about this battle, and like another battle, which we'll get to later. Jackie Chun's got 2 health bars, and he's got a full power bar, which starts at 1. If he gets that power bar full, if the AI does it sometimes, he'll fire off a gigantic Kamehameha. But the AI's stupid, so it may not do this all the time, and what I usually do in these kind of fights is that I rush into the corner, kill his bar, and just keep whooping at him over and over. But since y'all are watching this playthrough, I figured I'd do something more interesting and bring it out in the open. And keep on demonstrating that sweep kick I use, because you'll want to use that against guys that you think can kill you. Jackie Chun sometimes, other battles later, Piccolo definitely. You'll always want to sweep kick Piccolo because he's really hard. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Another fireball, one more ought to do it. Hold on. There we go. Let's finish this off. Knock him in the air, aerial rave, and Hadouken! KO! Yatta! That's right, I am badass. I win, because I am great. And you are not as great. Well, that was a pretty short stage, wasn't it? I was gonna do the next stage. I thought that was a shorter one, but it's actually longer than I thought. We'll get into that in the next installment. But what it's setting up here is that now that the tournament is over, Goku's gonna go look for his grandfather's memento, which is the 4-star Dragon Ball, right? There's like that Dragon Ball pops up like more and more throughout the series as it goes. I don't know why, but Goku's gonna be looking for that, And this is going to get into the second part of Dragon Ball, where we start learning about the Red Ribbon Army and how much of a colossal military dick they are. Notice that their banners are red. What does this indicate? That they like red. Oh, and here's Jackie's wig. And when you beat certain opponents in the fighting game mode, you can unlock them in the fighting game mode outside the main game. I might show you that. I probably won't. Just get the game. You'll see. Coming up next time on the playthrough, we're going to go over to Muscle Tower and kick some ass. I'll be seeing you later.